Greetings, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to this week's short Reddit video of the week. Something that we haven't done for a while is look at what some nice guys have been saying. I have not visited the r/NiceGuys Reddit for a hot minute, and I thought that could be fun to do today. And I thought it would also be a nice little way to let you know that either Friday or Sunday, I haven't decided which, I will be uploading a video about the male loneliness epidemic. And I thought this was a nice little sort of segue into that. So if you want to see me talk about any of these nice guy sort of personality stuff in a bit more depth for like 40 minutes, possibly longer, then please do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss it, because I have a lot to say and I have a lot to unpack. And 50% of you are regular viewers but are not subscribed, so please do check if you are subscribed and hit that button and that notification bell if you aren't already. I am trying to hit 500k subscribers by the end of the year, and I appreciate it greatly. So yeah, let's have a look at what some nice guys are up to, shall we? How do you lose a woman? Just be a good guy. Bro, they hate that thing. And it's a man handing a woman a bouquet of red flags, because that is exactly what women want. We all just want a walking red flag. We don't want anyone who's nice to us, obviously. Good guys? Boring. Give me someone who hates me. That's what I want. That's really what gets me going. They really do just say what they want to say to justify being terrible misogynists, right? They will just say anything to justify hating women and then to make themselves feel better about being rejected. It's quite impressive, honestly. Here are 4 different donuts with something above each of them, and it's really gross. It's like a small cinnamon donut with like no hole, and it says, "Let's just be friends." Then it's a normal glazed donut that says, "I'm strong and independent." Then it's a slightly like bigger glazed donut in the sense that the hole is bigger and it says "ready to settle down." And then it's like an old gross donut that's like a bit out of shape and just like not very pleasant, and it says, "Why can't I find a good man?" And I am fed up. I am tired. I wonder why no one wants to date these men, right? Like, you're out here and you're treating women like this. You are viewing us as a donut hole. That is all we are to you. Being rejected makes you make things like this. And then you think, but I'm a good guy. Why don't women like me? Gee, I wonder. You also don't understand how anatomy works, because this isn't how anatomy works at all. Firstly, body count. What's it got to do with anything? Why does it matter? What does it have to do with you? Secondly, not how that works. You can sleep with as many people as you want and it doesn't actually change anything. Sleeping with 100 different guys is the same as sleeping with the same guy 100 times. Like, I don't know why you think it does something different. You're delusional. Grow up. Here is a quick text exchange that goes, "Let me be perfectly clear. You're not on my level, and deep down, you already know it. Sure, you're cute. Society has rewarded you for that your whole life. People have gassed you up, given you passes for your bad behavior, and told you that your looks are enough. But here's the cold, hard truth you don't want to hear. The clock is ticking for you, sweetheart, and you're nowhere near as valuable as you think you are. As a man, I'm playing the long game. While you're out here coasting on fleeting beauty and Instagram filters, I'm building something real. My value only increases with time. I can focus on my career, stack cash, and stay in shape. At 50, I can pull up in a sports car and date women half my age if I want. You, by then, you'll be slathering on anti-aging creams and wondering why men don't worship you like they used to." Whoa. Whoa. This being the response clearly to like being rejected is insane. Oh my God, bro, I need you to like take 3 deep breaths. It like shows misogyny so well here too, because like she can have a successful career. She can get a sports car. She can be a millionaire. Like, why are you saying all of this as though you are the only one capable of being successful in life? Women are capable of being successful as well. And saying that they're not is not winning you any favors at all. Like, I don't know why you think that this is a good thing to say or where you think this is gonna go, but like, surely you could just leave it at nothing. Surely you could just like shut up, keep your thoughts to yourself and carry on. Because like, I don't know what you expect to come of this. Did it make you feel better? Do you feel better about yourself now that you've said this? Are you really that small and immature that you need to like say this and drag someone down to make yourself feel better? Because that says a lot about you and not a lot about her. So here's another text from someone, but there's a story to go along with it. And the story is, she matched with this guy from another country in a language learning app. Pretty fast, he opened up to be a BDSM photographer and sent her unwanted dick pics while also trying to push her into doing porn and pics with him in his country, of course, LMAO. She declined and blocked him. Now, after over a week later, she got this message. Whoa, that was a lot. Oh my God. Imagine meeting someone on a language learning app. Like a language learning app, and they send you dick pics and ask you to do porn. Like, that's unreal. Oh my God. Men terrify me. They confuse the hell out of me and they terrify me, because how did we get here? He was blocked on the app, but then came into her texts. I'm not even going to ask how he got her number, but here we are. And he said, blocking trash, as if I was going to message you again. You have to suck up attention in the room and disrespect me like a traitorous whore. You cannot respect a man of high status. You project your fear and lack the respect to behave around me. You humiliate yourself by blocking me. I didn't even realize until now. Never show insolence to me in your life, selfish trash. Using your neurosis to misbehave, you can't hold the antisocial feminism back for a second and be an adult, can you? You have been trained to antagonize and undermine men. Misfortune will fall upon you. Never block me in your life. Disrespectful traitor. I curse you. You are incapable of having adult relations. You fail to rise to the challenge and disrespect it all as your life passes you by. You have no morals at all, just disrespecting men and sucking them down to your level instead of benefiting. Never undermine me in your life. Never belittle me with your inferiority complex. Show respect, trash. Behave with some etiquette. It will fall upon your head. Dumb animal. Respect men. Feminist trash. Modern women will be corrected. Mark my words. You will no longer stigmatize strong men with your antisocial radicalism. Death upon you for blocking me. The gods will destroy you. Never block a man again. Ghosting trash. Weak scum. You are blocked. Remember who is in charge, feminist scum. Death upon you. Subhuman. You have no decorum or respect for men. You will die alone and cursed. Blocked. Whoa. Oh my God. You thought I was gonna message you again? I mean, considering you went through all of this effort to text her for blocking you, my bet's on yes. You were going to message her again, and you did. You literally did message her again. You were so mad at being blocked, you wrote up this entire text which insulted her time and time over, and like threatened her multiple times as well. Like, are you this insecure? Bro, how are we thinking that women are the problem? How are we sitting here and saying this and thinking that we are in the right? Like, there's like something wrong. There's something going on. It's terrifying, honestly. Like, the absolute lack of fear and the absolute audacity that these men have to come in here and just like threaten women for doing literally nothing. Like, imagine going up to a woman and trying to pressure her into making porn with you. And then when they say no, you come in and do this and you think you're in the right? Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Every single word of this is just like, how did we even think of this? How did we get here? How is this real? How are men real? Here is something from Hinge. It's one of the prompts and it says, this year I really want to find my soulmate and get off these apps. It's hard because I find dating these days is complicated and women clearly don't like kind gentlemen anymore. Sure way to not get any matches. They're gonna have this in their bio and not get any matches and then see that as proof that this is true instead of understanding that this is the most red flaggy thing a person could say. Like, what do you mean? If I saw someone being like, it's so hard, women don't like me because I'm just like, I'm too nice and women don't like nice guys, blocked. Hard block. You are justifying your behaviors by saying that women think you're too nice when really that is just not true. Firstly, a lot of these people, like, sure, some of them maybe they are nice, but like, If nice is your only personality trait, like if that is the only thing you bring to the table is being nice, which is bare minimum, that is not enough. That's not enough to bring to the table. You can't just be nice. And then on that, all the people who claim that they are nice and that women don't like them because they are nice, you're typically manipulative. You typically expect more than you give. Yeah, it's just not a flex to be like, women don't like me because I'm nice. Red flag. Blocked immediately. Goodbye. Why dating is hard for guys. And it is a line of 10 women and 10 men. And the top man says, top 10% of men, attractive, tall, rich, drive a luxury car. And then every man under him says average guy. And then all the women, they don't have any words. We don't need to describe women. They're all the same. They're just women. It doesn't matter. All the women are down all. And the top 9 of them have arrows pointing to the top 10% of men, attractive, tall, rich, drive a car. And the bottom woman is with the bottom average man. So all the 80% in the middle miss out because 90% of women only want to date that top 10% of men. And this is, once again, just so absurd. Acting as though like having standards is bad and acting as though they don't have their own standard. Like these are the same men who sit here and shit on women. They're the same men who ask women out and when they're rejected. They're like, fine, I didn't want to date you anyway, you trash whore. Like, the same men who sit here and like complain about video game characters not being attractive enough. It's like, they made the video game character's boobs too small. That's so unattractive. Like, you have the most ridiculous standards ever. We know that the standards aren't really real, are they? They're going to pretend they are because they keep getting rejected. But, you know, we'll say that they actually have standards. And they sit here and they just, like, insult a bunch of women and say they would never date a majority of women and then complain when women don't want to date them. It's like, I thought you didn't want to date women anyway. What's going on? What's happening here? Firstly, this isn't true. It's just something they tell themselves to feel better. Most women don't really care about these things to the degree that you think they do. Like, attractive, tall, rich, drive a luxury car. Like, me and every single person I know do not give a single flying fuck about what type of car a person drives. I live in London. I know like one person who has a car. So you're just completely bullshitting with this one. Like, maybe a handful of people care. Most people don't. Most people just want people who can like provide for themselves. And as long as we're equal, it's chill. It's chill. As long as you don't expect me to do everything for you all of the time, we don't have a problem. And you need to stop lying to yourself just because women don't like you. Maybe work on bettering yourself instead of just saying that you're too good for women. How this generation be nowadays. And it's a man and a woman like face to face. It's their silhouettes. And in the woman's head is a bunch of different men. They're all white. They're all white men. There's some old men, some ginger men, blonde men, some with beards, some with turbans. They're all white because that's very important to know. And then the man has just one woman in his head. When has this ever been true? When has this ever been true? Stop lying. Oh my god, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I love that they're trying to flip the like stereotype and the narrative. Like, I know of way more men who have cheated than I do of women. For starters. And secondly, like, is this to be like how many men they're thinking about? Is this how many men they're currently sleeping with? Is this how many like people they've slept with in the past? Like, I don't know the full implications of this, but I can say that firstly, it's not true. And secondly, it doesn't particularly fucking matter if it's like body count or even just like people they find attractive in general. And I don't know this situation. Is this like a monogamous couple? Is this just like a one night stand situation? I don't know. All I can tell you is that this is a ridiculous lie and you are lying to yourself and everybody else. Oh my god, this is hilarious. When a girl finds out you're actually a nice guy that's not crazy and has a decent job, and it's a moisture meter, and the options are dry, moist, and wet, and it is all the way at dry. And again, my guy, source. Please. Give me your source for this that isn't just you being rejected when you think that these things apply to you and no one else. Like, you aren't being rejected because you're a nice guy who has a decent job. You're being rejected because you don't bring anything to the table, and then go and are misogynistic. Like, you're getting rejected because you have a shit personality. Having a stable job and being like a good person is actually, those are pretty green flags. Those are typically things that people look for in a partner. So you're just being delusional. I want a sweet, nice, caring boyfriend. And an angel descends from heaven and hands her a piece of paper. And she opens the paper and it says, "You already friend-zoned him, bitch." The friend zone's not a thing. Really, is it? You shouldn't expect your friendships to turn into relationships. Like, sure, sometimes they do, but you should be, you know, happy and grateful for the relationship that you have with someone, and you shouldn't need it to change in order to be happy. And if you're being mad and pissy that someone has friend zoned you, you're not a good friend and they deserve better than you anyway. Based on this, I don't think you are a sweet, nice, caring person. You will not make a sweet, nice, caring boyfriend because you were complaining about being friend zoned and calling your friend a bitch. If this is how you view your friend, you're a bad friend, and I hope they leave you in the dust. It's so funny, like, these men are so frustrating and so absurdly, like, misogynistic and just horrible. And then they sit here and they wonder why they're constantly rejected and why women don't like them and why there is a male loneliness epidemic happening. And as I said, I will be talking about that either on Friday or on Sunday. I'm not too sure. So if you do want to stick around and have a conversation about this so-called male loneliness epidemic, please do hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. I have a lot of things to say. I have a lot of things saved, and I would love to sit down and have this conversation with you because it really needs to be talked about. This is sort of like a teaser for that. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to go more in depth about this topic, then please do stick around, come back. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons: M.A. Ping the Games, Blue Kitsune 24, Ash, Uh-Oh It's Craiglow, Phil the Duck, Jessie, Phenomenally, River, Mr. Noodle, Queen Glimmer, Ella, Lady Nutbar, Radsack, Knitting Menace, Chris, Ellie, and Bobby. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. And if anyone else would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/savvycat. Click the top link in the description. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos a day early and ad-free. And then for £3 and up, you get things such as outtakes, bonus mini podcasts, live streams, vlogs, and more. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah.